Greetings everyone and welcome back to Against the Storm. Last time we did Prestige Difficulty 1 and this time we'll be skipping straight to Prestige 5. The reason for that is if I just go into Prestige 5 right here and I hover over it, you can see all the modifiers that each Prestige level gives. So last time we did the one that just increased the reputation required to win. And this time we're skipping over to 5, which means all 5 of these modifiers will be active. So we have Blightrot appearing every third clearance season. Rerolling blueprints will cost more. Villagers who are below 0 resolve will leave faster. And buildings will cost more. So I'm just going to skip straight to 5 because I don't see a reason in doing each of them separately. I think doing larger jumps should be more interesting. So we will be on the Coral Forest, which has a small amount of soil, so we can't really rely on farming as much. We have meat, we have mushrooms, we have stone, and most importantly, we have a lot of copper and coal. This will be our main production for this map. We also have the bonus of the Ruined Armory, however, I don't like attacking traders, so pretty much won't be using this. The modifiers of the Coral Forest give us gathering knowledge. So gathering speed is increased for by 10% for every 2 workers assigned to gathering camps. And also we have more giant nodes in dangerous glades. Or in forbidden glades, I should say. So with that being said, let's choose our caravans. Now we don't really want humans, since we don't have much farming to do. Dwarves are always nice because of their woodcutting, and since we have meat, the lizards are nice, but dwarves are good for both woodcutting and mining, so I will go with them. We will get 2 random arrivals as well, hopefully not humans, and we do get a decent amount of food to start off with. Now, as for our additional bonuses, usually I start with a small farm, however, since we don't have much farming to do, that won't be worth as much. We can go with the trapper's camp for the meat and eggs, which I think I will. It's a decent start. Alternatively, I could go with the forager's camp for the grain, or a herbalist camp for the, how do you call it, the mushrooms. But I don't think it's worth it just for one resource. So I will go with that. I will get the 3 newcomers as well, so we can start off more quickly. And I think I'll just get some more food. Either that or some packs of provisions. Yeah, I think I'll just go with the food. I think it will be good. Let's get some eggs. And yeah, that should be everything. We are ready to embark. Present the dwarves. Let's go. So, unlike last time, this should be a little bit more challenging. Although I find it that Prestige 8 is where things start to get, at least for me, much more difficult. So, rainwater geysers produce pleasant heat in the vicinity. Geyser pump operators get +10 to their resolve during drizzle, alright. As for our storm modifiers, we have muddy ground, which makes us want to get a lot more roads, so we're never walking off roads, because this will pretty much always be active since it's Facility 1. We have lightning, which requires us to always have some copper in our storage for the start of each storm, because if we don't, some of our buildings get destroyed. Then we have faint flame, which sacrificing resources, which is what we do to reduce hostility in the heart. They burn 40% quicker, which is pretty nasty. And finally we have blight from the sky. So Blightrot seems to grow uncontrollably quickly in this region. Every storm season, 1 Blightrot cysts appear in the settlement, multiplied by the number of years that have passed. So we will definitely have to deal with some Blightrot. However, I don't think it should be unmanageable. And these are the prestige modifiers. So to start us off, that's never gotten that layout before, but I guess it works. Can't really rotate anything, so I guess we have to stick with it. Let's start off with the usual, get some roads. Unfortunately we did get humans, but oh well. Can be too much of a problem, although I would have liked to get some lizards for the meat next. Now that we have those roads, let's quickly... Actually, let's check out the blueprints first. So, ranch, not really useful. Foragers come for the grain, yes, would be decent. Granary, we're not doing that much with plants, so again, it's not as useful. However, the pickled goods are not just plants, so maybe might be worth getting. The press is a very farm heavy building, so I think we'll just go with the granary. Okay, so here we have a tool shop, which is decently useful. Market, I think it's a bit too early for luxury buildings. We have an artisan that can make coats for the dwarves and humans. Pigment, which leads into some other further luxury goods. And barrows, which is always nice to have, to be honest. And then we have manufacturing, which can make training gear, pigment and provisions. I think I'll go with the artisan for now. And finally we have a kiln, which can make coal, which we don't really need since we will be mining the coal. We have a leather worker that can make water skins. We already have barrels, so I think we should be fine with this. We have a clay pit, we don't do farming, so that's irrelevant. And finally we have a smelter, which is actually perfect since it's the best building for producing copper bars, which we will definitely be doing. So, now that we've chosen those, let's quickly hover over them. And I will start with a quick herbalist camp over here so I can get those mushrooms. Stone cutter camp, so we can start getting the stone. And let's... I guess there are only two non-dangerous glades near us, so we'll start off with this one here. So let's put those woodcutters right here. Speed up the game. And, let our people do their thing. Now, where do I wanna put my housing? I guess I can do it here. Something like this. Put houses. Let's just start with that. Something like this should be good. Now I believe we do have the... So yeah, we have the higher building requirements. So things will be much slower now. Let's assign some wood. Things will be much harder to start off because of the resource requirements. So advanced fuel is not really interesting. Traders have one more cornerstone for sale. Don't really care about this that much. This is really good, Titan belt. So we'll definitely go with that. Let's select these trees so we can start uncovering this glade. And so this seems like everything is in order. Let's speed things up. I won't be accepting any orders just yet. I want to get the basics done first, so then I have the resources to complete the orders in case I get good timed ones. So for now, let's just uncover this glade. I think I should be able to build the houses in time for the storm. That being said, we don't really have any storm modifiers I need to worry about that require housing. So we have some meat over here and some more mushrooms. Yes, that's fine. Let's work... Where is it? There it is. Let's work towards uncovering that one as well. Something like this. Carve a wave. Or carve away. See what's going on there. Select those. We are almost at clearance and none of the buildings have started getting built yet. The houses, that is. Harpies are good for herbalism. Get human. Let's get the humans on the stones as well. That should be good. And all the rest of our wood that we're gathering should go towards houses. I think 4 houses would... I think we'll need actually 5 houses. I do need to build one more. Guess I'll do one on this side as well. Let's just get that started like this. And that should be enough for everyone. Let's move these a little bit closer, so they don't have to move quite as much. Get to the trees. hopefully we get maybe some copper or coal we can mine. Part of that front. All the houses. Oh no, never mind. We don't have enough materials, but we should definitely have enough by the time the storm hits. We got one impatience point, which lowered our hostility down to 1. So we should be good. Do this once more. So I'm seeing some soil over here. Not exactly what I was expecting, but I guess it's fine. So we only have some stones here. Not great. Nothing amazing in this cache either. So I guess I'll just let them. Let's do this. Put my woodcutters over here. They can start just collecting all this wood. And I will wait until the storm passes before I open a dangerous glade. That being said, I do want a wood workstation built so we can start refining some resources. And after that, I can look into maybe the field artisan I have no use for just yet. Let's do this. All kinds of fibers to be used for this, stone to be used for bricks. Need any pipes? That would be good. And I probably want to build a granary because it has a better fabric creation than the crude workshop. That's gonna be my next building. I will have to lower hostility, but I will wait until they drop down to the negative resolve. No need to rush it. Get a little bit of a path built here. So I have a nice spot for my granary. So my harpies, my dwarves are starting to, my beavers I should say, starting to get uneasy. So let's drop one of my woodcutters. That will put us back into the positive. Let me just do this real quick. There we go. So we don't accidentally lose someone. At this point, we're just waiting for the storm to end, and then I guess we'll open up this glade here, see what it has to offer. There we go. Let's check out the cornerstone. So we have copper extractor, machinery, etc, etc. Gain 1 copper ore for every 5 wood produced. All crystallized dew production is reduced by 1. That's not terrible. Gain 1 part every time you sell goods worth 25 amber. That's pretty good. Extraction tools I don't really care about. I have plenty of artifacts. That's just global progression. And we have trade hub. So the settlement is known as a trading hub in the region. Gain 1 reputation point every time you sell goods worth 60 amber. So that's one good way of getting all the reputation we need. However, it does reduce the reputation gained from resolve by 50%. Might be worth it, but you know what? I think I'd rather go with this one. I can probably win faster if I go with the trade hub, but I do tend to get a lot of reputation from resolve, so I don't want to jeopardize that. Might not even end up benefiting us in the end. Let's start cutting through this here, so we can start uncovering this glade, what's inside. We also have some newcomers. I mean, I'll take this one purely because it has a beaver. Let's go with that one, and I will need one more house. Let's start building that. And I guess since I have some free workers, I'll just build some roads. Well, they're doing nothing. And like this. Good. And I guess I will check out one order. So we do have a timed order. A very good timed order. So we built 5 shelters in 3 minutes. And I get an export specialization. I get the bathhouse blueprint and some parts. Yeah, this is really good. So just before I accept it, how much wood do I have currently? I do have almost enough wood, so I think I'm fine with taking this. Question is, where do I want to put the houses? I guess I can move them at any time, so shouldn't be a problem. Let's take the order. Now I have 3 minutes to build 5 houses. So let's move them here. One over here. We'll move this like so. And let's build 2 more houses. One over here. Now let's just hope I'm able to build them fast enough. I currently have 5 builders, so I don't think it will be a problem. And oh, it actually just wants me to have 5 houses, not even to build them after I take the order. Well, that's really nice then. Just complete that. And that's why you wait for timed orders, by the way. As you can see, it's definitely worth it. Now I do have a building that can make coats. You give me better coat production, some fabric, and some coats will arrive every minute. That's pretty good, not gonna lie. Alternatively, I could go with this one, which gives me more people and some tools, which is will complete that eventually. Then with this one, improves my stone production. However, let me just check. Wanna make sure that I got the building that can... Yeah, this can make coats. I do need some planks before I can make it though. And I'm not sure I have enough fabric actually. Was it leather that the trees produce? Yeah, it is. I do have 2 fabric here. I need to fulfill the need of 8 people for clothing. I think I should be able to do this, so I will take the timed order once again. And I will wait on this one until I'm done with the timed order. Also, let's move one of these guys. Actually, there's no need for it to be one of these guys. Here. Put one harpy over here on making some fabric, like so. And I probably have some... Yeah, there we go. I'll drop off this leather, so this building can pick it up since it makes fabric more efficiently. And let's plop an artisan right here. We can get that started whenever I get the resources. And I also have to choose a new blueprint, so a carpenter sounds really nice. Gives us better planks and also gives us access to tools. Supplier, I'm not gonna do much with flour, so don't really need this. And goes with the leather worker, so let's just go with the carpenter. I will, however, wait a bit on it before I make it. Stone cutters are out of stone. No problemo, let's move them over here. And they can harvest this stone. Now, I am running low on wood, unfortunately. So, you know what, I will cancel these 2. So we can get enough planks for the artisan more quickly, before the timed order runs out. Let me also move these guys a bit closer to dangerous glade. And let's hope we get some good event in the glade. Now thankfully I'm not on the higher difficulties, because as I said, after Prestige 8 things get really difficult. I'm currently up to Prestige 13 on my own playtime, but yeah, the difficulty escalates quite quickly. So a large destroyed caravan. This just gives us global resolve of -8. So I probably want to wait out the storm before I start this. I have 10 minutes. And that's some decent materials, but I think I'll just go with the Queen's Grace, honestly. So yeah, I think I'll go with this one whenever I do it. We also have a smokehouse, which is actually really nice. Good method of making jerky, so I will definitely be repairing this. I got some eggs, but I need an advanced trapper's hut, which I think I did take. Yeah, I did. So I can harvest these eggs. And just some more mushrooms. That's fine. For now, let's just focus on the clothing part. Looks like I've processed all of my leather into fabric. How is my... let's just focus on planks, like so. So we can build that artisan more quickly. And I'll just let the woodcutters do their thing. I'm gonna move them, let them widen up this pathway.